You're now watching Good Morning Cruisers. Starting the morning off right with your hosts, Griff and Alyssa.
Good morning, cruisers.
Good morning, everybody.
Hello.
Like and subscribe for non-stop cruise talk brought to you live. Enjoy the show.
Good morning, good morning. What's up, everybody? Looks
morning.
like we left off at the treasure hunt. How's everybody doing? Good morning, cruisers. What's up?
What is up? It's Tuesday.
It is Tuesday. We're starting a late morning show because guess what? We had technical difficulties as
Always.
usual.
You would think that, like, eventually the technical difficulties would just stop.
Yeah.
But it never stops.
Never stops.
But
Also,
we're still trying.
I was trying to find some cruise stories to put together for you guys, and I did find some headlines, and we're not going to milk them too much, but they are true. Carnival did decide to close some casino bars, which is interesting because we'll get into it.
Okay.
We're going to play the treasure hunt again. Hopefully we can get 3 or 4 more clues today, because I don't want you guys to miss out on that free cruise. Royal Caribbean put out some new protocols for October 1st through the 15th.
Oh, I saw that. I got an email.
So that was interesting. So you might see an email come to your inbox, and we'll go over those rules today. Also, Norwegian put out some updates of some sailings. I think 5 sailings. We're going to cover 2 of them that sound really, really interesting.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. So
That sounds fun.
good morning. What's up, Graham? Burnett. What's up, Addie and Terry? How are you guys doing? Do not forget to smash that like button this morning, early in the morning. Let people know that we're on. And if you're a moderator or so and you're in the chat, go ahead and share this video inside the private Facebook group. Let them know that Griff and Alyssa are here this morning. And we're going to talk about a little bit of news. And today, hot off the press, Carnival has decided to update the smoking and drinking policies at the casino.
Okay.
And so, it's interesting because Carnival's the fun ship.
That's
It's
what they
a fun-
call it.
it's a fun
Yep.
cruise line.
Yep, that's what they call them.
And
It's a
so,
fun ship.
like, my heart goes out to, like, people that they have fun in different ways. And so whether
Of
you
course.
smoke or whether you drink or wherever you feel about smokers or drinkers, it's an opportunity for someone to relax, sit back, and just do their thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so now with new rules coming out, it does put a little bit of a strain on some people's cruisers or cruising. So Carnival Cruise Line, this is according to cruiseradio.net, links in the description box below, citing the need to promote safety, physical distancing, and public health. Carnival Cruise Line has made the changes to its casino-related policies. Casino bars are being closed.
Fascinating.
Right. In an update to their webpage, Carnival announced that the changes had gone into effect as of Saturday, September 11th, so some people have already covered this. One major change notice indicates that the casino bar is closed, adding that drinks will be delivered to the players by our staff instead.
Okay, so the bar, though.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't go to the casino, right? But I do know that the bar is a big part of the casino.
Correct.
Right? A lot of people go in to smoke and to drink and to play the casino games, right? So I noticed on the horizon they actually took out the casino bar.
Yeah.
Right, so we had not been on the horizon before, but it's set up just the same as the Vista and the Panorama. And as you're walking on the deck above the casino, there used to be, if you look down, there was a bar that was like circular, and they took it out entirely, right? And they turned it into more games, which I thought was odd. But you're saying you can still drink in the casino, you just have to catch a waiter like they do on deck, and they just bring it from another bar?
Yeah. And so this is all for the like safety and COVID protocols and social distancing after your test and stuff. So it's not going to be there. The casinos are still open, but that is interesting that they decided to remove the casino bar itself.
Right.
Yeah. Let us know what you think about that in the chat. I know some people are avid casino goers. We do not frequent the casino very much, but they have removed them.
Yeah, I mean, it just takes longer than to get your drink, because if that bar's not open, what's the closest bar? You know what I mean?
Yeah, Alchemy. I mean, you can go ahead and like a floor up, right, and you go to Alchemy Bar. I feel
Well,
like the casino's right beneath on the horizon.
On the Vista and the Horizon and the Panorama, but oh yeah, I did see that too. You can only smoke in the casino if you're actively playing, so you can't just go in the casino to smoke.
Go in the casino?
You have to like actually play.
So Angie says I've replaced Price is Right with you guys.
Oh,
that's a compliment because
I love the Price is
I wouldn't skip Price is Right for us. I'll tell you that. I would watch Price is Right all day. Pia says it's fun to drink and gamble. I need some tutelage on gambling. Some tutelage because we went to Vegas and we gambled and lost $20 in less than 10 minutes or 10 seconds.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was way less than 10 minutes.
Yeah, I was ready to like blow up the place. I was like, man, I can't believe I lost money that fast. I was mad at everybody, so we stopped gambling immediately.
We're like, oh, we're done.
Yeah. I forgot what game it was. She goes, welcome, and then we put down $20. Thank you. And I was like, hey, listen, homegirl. I need my money back. She's like, I thought you knew how to play. I was like, no, we sat down to play the game, and then
the game was over.
I'm gonna need my money back, and then I don't know. After that, we just walked away. I couldn't do it. Lillian says you can only now smoke in casino if you're actively playing.
I just said that.
Yeah, okay. I was rereading what she wrote. So Carnival has a drink free while at the casino offer. I wonder why they'll stop that. If they'll stop that now.
I don't know. That's interesting. That would be interesting to find out. So,
speaking of just health and safety protocols in general, Royal Caribbean did release their cruise ship protocols. Looks like that's going to start October 1st?
October 1st through the 15th.
So it's only limited.
Right. So which is interesting because typically they do for the whole month. So what's going to happen October 16th?
I don't know. So let me see. Travel agents received an update from Royal Caribbean with the health rules, and this is royalcaribbeanblog.com, link in the description. These protocols apply to any RCCL ship sailing from a U.S. home port between October 1st and the 15th, 2021. Here's a list of those protocols. Vaccinations. All guests 12 years and older must bring proof of vaccination, such as the U.S. CDC and Prevention's vaccination record card with final dose of the vaccine completed at least 14 days before sailing.
So nothing super new.
Super new.
But you do have to be vaccinated now.
We do know about the testing. No more than 2 days prior to sailing, departure date, and before the arrival to the terminal. That is a little bit of a challenge, but I think people will get through it. Also, kids aged 2 through 11. This is where your ears should perk up a little bit. Additional testing. So, in addition to the pre-cruise test, we'll take 1 or 2 more tests. So, at the terminal, unvaccinated guests 2 to 11 years old are required to take a PCR test for COVID-19 when checking in the terminal, and prior to disembarking for sailings 5 nights or longer, unvaccinated guests ages 2 to 11 are required to take an antigen test on board within 24 hours before the cruise ends. Whew.
Well, that's interesting.
Whew. It goes on about mask rules and dining. So if you guys want to check out that full article from Royal Caribbean blog, go social support, click around on there, and go check it out. So this is the Oasis of the Seas. Oasis of the Seas is what you're looking at. Oasis of the Seas is sailing soon. It started sailing.
It did.
So Oasis of the Seas is, we haven't been on it, but I could vouch for that ship. If it's anything like Harmony of the Seas, should be a top tier ship.
Yeah. Well, and it recently went through dry dock, so it should be even better.
Yeah. If you are coming from Norwegian, I'd probably say, especially something like the Encore Escape, I'd move on over to Oasis or Harmony or Symphony. Start there and then test around. If you're looking for like boom experience, the shows, the Aqua Theater, amazing. Food's delicious too. Mm-hmm. So we have 109 people in the chat. Show some love. Give us a thumbs up. Might be a quick show today. I don't have a lot of news for you guys.
And we're also late.
So the trick here in Vegas is to bet odd numbers like 21. Got some tutelage. I won $250 this weekend gambling on football. Oh, wow. Heather Shucker says, I'm not good at gambling either. Yeah, so Jamie, the kids, they do get the short end of the stick there when it comes to this COVID thing.
Yeah, so we found out last week or the week before, all the days are running together, that we now have to get tested 2 days prior, and that is on us.
Right.
However, only a certain number of cruise lines are doing that, because cruise lines like Norwegian and Disney are only requiring testing at the port, and it's complimentary. But Royal Caribbean and Carnival are making you test 2 days prior and making you pay for it.
All right.
So that's just something to keep in mind if you're looking at protocols and cruise lines of which one do I want to sail? I'd say look at the protocols and say, what are you comfortable with?
Yeah.
What is most affordable? And then just kind of go from there. But I'm kind of more inclined to book a Disney cruise than a Royal Caribbean cruise, knowing that my test is already covered in port and I don't have to worry about it 2 days prior to my cruise.
Yeah. This is
just a thought.
This is getting more and more challenging. I see the cruise industry, and it's not on them, right? They're doing their best. But at what point is just golly.
Well, the other thing is, every cruise line is different, right? Because it's their own business and they can choose to do whatever they want, right? Whatever they want, within reason. So that's where it's difficult. It's prior to all of this, pretty much all of them were the same. You just booked a cruise and you board the ship. Yeah. But now it's okay, Carnival has this list, and this is what you have to do prior, and this is what's going to happen on board. Norwegian has this list. This is what you have to do prior. This is what, you know what I mean? So it's you can almost have to have a spreadsheet
right.
of all the cruise lines, and with all of their protocols, say, okay, which one looks the best?
Which one looks the best? Which one's easiest for me? And like Alyssa said, budget, because it's up and down and all over the place. Yeah. And I'll be honest with you, I'm a bit exhausted from it.
Yeah, I am too.
We've sailed on MSC, we've sailed on Carnival, we've sailed on Royal, we've done Norwegian at this point.
That's just
all different.
That's what just within the past couple months. So we're getting on Virgin real soon. We'll see what Virgin's like. I would love to get on Disney this fall too, to see what Disney's like, and then I would love to just hope that the protocols lessen so we can really enjoy it.
What are your thoughts in the chat here? Do you guys think everything's going to loosen up around January 1st for the cruise industry? Now that half the planet or 90% of the planet is kind of doing their own thing, and the cruise industry kind of started late and they had to do their own thing for a year. I think New Year kind of just
well, they didn't start cruising though until June.
Right. So
that hasn't been a whole year.
Not even been a whole year yet. So what do you guys think? Because there's been new rules every other day, it feels, at this point. I'm sure you guys are exhausted. We're exhausted.
I just want to cruise.
I just want to. I don't want to jump through the hoops and bounds.
I know, but I really loved Norwegian.
Norwegian was fantastic. It was good. You had to get a vaccine to do it.
Well, yeah, but we had to get a vaccine for all the other cruises that we took.
That's fair.
Not all of them, but most of them.
So I'd like to have a conversation with someone who's unvaccinated, who was able to get on a cruise and see what their experience was, stuff like that, and see if it was good, if it was bad. Do they feel like the safety and health protocols in place were good? Because I imagine surveying those people, and they're fine. They didn't get COVID. They actually feel great. They're doing cartwheels off the ship. Let's bump that up to, when does it start growing reverse? Instead of 90% vaccinated, 10% unvaccinated, when does it go to 70-30, 50-50, 80-20? So.
Cynthia, yes. So at least they were on the Encore. They're doing testing at the port, complimentary, which was amazing. And what they said for us, they recommended that we got tested prior, but since it's a fully vaccinated cruise, they weren't requiring it. We just had to get the test on the embarkation day, on site.
Yeah.
So that was really nice and easy. My parents did get a test before going out to Seattle, since Seattle is not close to where we live. and they tested negative, so they felt confident in going. We kind of just hoped and prayed for the best because we couldn't get a test here that was free or affordable.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, well, we'll just pray that we're negative. And we were, so that was nice.
So Angela Norton says, Griffin Alyssa, you just mentioned to look out for an email from Roy and just got mine for cruises next week.
Look
at
there
that.
you go.
Griffin Alyssa, hot off the press.
Hot off the press.
Delivering that Good Morning Cruise to you guys. So for those of you that are new to this Good Morning Cruisers show, hi, welcome.
Hi.
This is Griff. I'm Alyssa.
Yep.
So
I'm Flo.
I'm Flo. Griff and Alyssa, and we deliver some of the headlines and talk about them and give you our thoughts and our opinions. You can share yours in the chat. And if you enjoy cruise news and cruise talk and just commentary like that, click subscribe. And if you want to leave a comment in the chat, you will have to press subscribe because it's for subscribers. So I know we have at least 163 subscribers watching us.
You have to be subscribed to watch?
So subscribe to... Oh, yeah, you're right. Subscribe to chat. So if you want to chat with us and ask us a question, you put question in all caps. And then write out that question, but you have to click subscribe to ask us that question.
There is a question, though, about prepaid gratuities. So it has nothing to do with protocols, but I feel like this is kind of important.
Yeah.
How does it work when you prepay your gratuities? Are there still more added to your bill at the end of that you exceed the predicted amount, or is that all you have to pay? So when you prepay your gratuities, that's all you pay. Unless you want to pay more. Now, the only other thing that you would pay gratuities for is like your beverages. So often, if you don't have the beverage package, they already add the gratuity into your check.
Okay.
So stuff like that, but it's not going to be added onto your bill later. Like, oh, it's actually more money, right? So once you prepay your gratuities, that's all you pay, unless you want to pay more, and you can either do that on your account or give them cash. But good question.
Good question. So welcome to the show, and these are our pups. So this is Newman over to the left, Elaine's laying down there, and then...
No, this is Olivia. Elaine is back here.
There we go. 170 people in the chat. Do not forget to give us a thumbs up. But question, is there a PCR testing available on board Royal returning to Canada after a cruise, and I need a negative PCR test to get back into the country?
So I think... you should check with Royal because it might depend. We had to get tested on our way back to when we were on the Adventure of the Seas. So the Adventure of the Seas sailed out of Nassau, right? And at the time, you needed a test to get back into the U.S. So on day 5, I think, day 5 and or 6, we had to get a test done during the day. And they brought us our results. So I would definitely check. It might depend on the cruise. It does sound like the kids are gonna have to get a test, right? 24 hours after or 24 hours before you get off. So I would for sure ask. It sounds like it's possible.
It is possible. So raise your hand in the chat if you love Norwegian. If you like Norwegian, if you like Norwegian, put I love Norwegian, because then I'll move over and talking about a little bit of Norwegian news. We're kind of pivoting.
I know at least one person in the chat loves Norwegian.
Pivoting out of Carnival and protocol rules. So if you're just tuning into the chat, we'll do a recap later. Question again. The U.S. says you have to get tested if you leave the country to come back. If you start in the U.S. and get off in ports, should I need to test to come back?
Okay, hold on. The U.S. says you have to get tested if you leave the country to come back. If that's still a rule, then I don't know. So, I'll just share our experience, right? So, we went on the Adventure of the Seas in June. 2 weeks later, we went on the Freedom of the Seas, right? We had gone out of the country. We did test in the Bahamas to come back, because that was the rule, right? Because we flew out of the country and then we were flying back in. We went on the Freedom of the Seas. We went to the Bahamas, came back, did not have to get tested on the Freedom, right?
Right.
2 weeks later, we went on the Carnival Horizon. We did have to test to get onto the Carnival Horizon because we had been out of the country. However, we did not have to get a test on our way back. Because we sailed to and from a U.S. port. I hope that helps. That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
And then from there on out, they've required testing, right? So we didn't have to get a test prior to our Freedom of the Seas cruise because it was like that's just how it was in July, and now you have to get a test regardless. So I hope that helps.
I just want the fun back.
I do too. This is.
I know we all want it, guys.
I
just wanted to go back.
All right, people are saying they love Norwegian. Someone said the internet package is horrible. It is horrible.
It ain't good, Norwegian. If anyone that works in Norwegian's in the chat.
There are 2 internet packages on the cruise ships that I don't like, and it's Norwegian and Disney.
Yeah, fix that.
They're so expensive.
Yeah.
And it's just not good. So I would say just don't buy the internet, but we are people that have to have the internet because this is our job.
Well, it's not just us too.
I know it's not just us, but
something that Alyssa and I were talking about this morning is just that the cruise industry is so forward thinking in an outdated industry at the same time. It blows my mind. It's just like super safe protocols, like facial scanning passports and super clean and all this technology, and then it's like internet package $452 for 1 gigabyte. And you're just like, what? Internet cafe? What? Just give us the internet so we can like share our experiences back at home.
Yeah.
Like,
what I will say I'm really excited about is Virgin next month, and Wi-Fi is included.
Yeah.
Thank you, Virgin.
Yeah.
That's
So we are
awesome.
sailing Virgin next month.
I think so.
Oh, so we
Official announcement.
in this episode we will be talking about Virgin later on in the episode. If you want to stick along for that and learn and ask questions of what we're going to do with Virgin, additionally, we're going to try to have a conversation with Emma Cruises before we actually go out and take some of those tips and advices. But we'll talk about that later.
I was going to say none of that's going to be today.
No.
I have no details other than next month.
So Norwegian. So check out Norwegian. They put out some cool itineraries.
I love cool itineraries.
For 2022, so I'm going to throw up some photos for you guys. That's Norwegian Prima. 5 unique Norwegian Cruise Line itineraries in 2022. Norwegian Prima, September 3rd, 2022. 11 nights. It's going to go to Amsterdam, Netherlands, Germany, Estonia, St. Petersburg, Russia, Helsinki, Finland, Stockholm, Sweden, and Copenhagen, Denmark. The Norwegian Prima is going to be exploring a big part of Northern Europe in one trip. That cruise sounds super cool to me. Very historic.
I'd like to go to Sweden.
Sweden sounds super fun. Norwegian Jewel, February 21st, 9 nights, Panama City. I know Alyssa's been interested in Panama. This one sounds lovely. It's Puerto Limon, Costa Rica, Aruba, Curacao, Bonaire, Colombia.
That's a
that one sounds amazing. Norwegian Jade coming out and doing South Africa, Cape Town, and Port Elizabeth, and Mossel Bay, and Richards Bay, Durban. Norwegian Pearl and Norwegian Star also traveling pretty cool places. And so the Pearl, Bermuda. It's offering a unique weekend getaway to Bermuda, so you can go there for a few days. 4-night sailings include a full day at sea on Saturday and an 8-hour call in Bermuda. So those are some of the cool things to do. And if you're a Norwegian Star fan, what?
Oh, okay, never mind. Go ahead.
If you're a Norwegian Star fan, you guys are in the UK or you want to fly over, you can do Belgium, France, Le Verdon, France, Le Havre, France, Bilbao, Spain, La Coruña, Spain, Porto, that's Portugal, and Guernsey, that's the Channel Islands. And so Norwegian's coming out of the gate swinging, giving some people some really cool itineraries to do, and those sound fun.
Those do sound fun.
Yeah, those sound fun. Which one are you guys most excited about in the chat? I know Alyssa's always wanted to go to Bermuda. Mm-hmm. The one with Costa Rica, that one sounds fun.
Yeah, the Panama Canal. So
Panama
I have
Canal.
been looking at Someone says it's Norwegian full of old people. No. I've been looking at a couple Panama Canal itineraries for 2022 and 2023 because my parents also want to go, and they put down 4 cruise next deposits, so they're ready to cruise Norwegian.
They're ready to roll.
So I want to do the bigger ships, you know, like the Bliss, the Joy. I want to do that through the Panama Canal, preferably full. The only issue with that is it doesn't matter because we've been these places before, but the bigger ships, their itinerary doesn't go to the Southern Caribbean. Yeah. They just do like Miami and then through Central America and you know what I mean, like Costa Rica, all that kind of stuff, and then it ends in like Los Angeles. Yeah. So it still sounds really fun, but I was also trying to find an itinerary that maybe goes to Aruba because my parents want to do that too. Correct. But you know, it's just an excuse to book another cruise. So that's if it doesn't go to Aruba.
That says a lot. So your parents have sailed on numerous Carnival cruises. They have. I want to say that's all they've ever sailed. They did. They did our wedding on Norwegian.
Yes, but other than that, it's been Carnival.
It's been Carnival, and so I guess I would say Carnivalians, Carnival loyalists. Carnivalians, Carnival loyal fans. For them to switch it up like that and be like 4 Norwegian cruises out of the gate, that says a lot in my opinion. So wasn't expecting them to do that, but yeah.
They're like, let's go.
Like, yo, Norwegian is where it's at. Let's book 4 more. And so I'm like, all right. They apparently were blown away, and that's cool. That's cool. So if you guys are looking to switch it up, or you're just going on a cruise in general and you need advice or questions, go ahead and reach out to Rose at wildtravelgroup.com. And she will help you get situated with that cruise.
My parents were also on Viking.
It is Viking.
There goes Mama in the chat.
Yeah, she's in the chat.
Hi, Mama.
No.
Oh.
All
right. The mailman's here.
Mailman.
Olivia. Yeah, it's okay.
So sorry for blowing up everyone's ear in the chat there. I would mute it, but Olivia. Then we would go bye-bye.
Olivia.
What's our favorite Norwegian ship? Right now, the Norwegian Encore is our favorite ship. Our dogs are about to go nuts. The FedEx man is here.
Oh, is he coming
here?
He
is coming here.
Hey!
There we go. We're back. All right. So 210 people in the chat. Can someone let us know how many likes we have? How popular we are, how well we're doing. We're not one of the larger channels for sure. So if you guys give us a thumbs up, we'll be eternally grateful for that. It does help out. Oh, we have 100 likes. Okay. If we could get that to 200 likes, I would greatly appreciate it. Jade Nicole says, question, do you have to get the internet now because they have your scanned QR codes to get the menus now?
That's a great question.
You do have to. Now you don't have to buy the internet, but you do need to log onto their Wi-Fi.
Right, and so the answer is no. You don't have to get the internet. You just put your phone on airplane mode and then connect to their Wi-Fi. Correct. It is free, not to like use and browse, but to see their menus and use their app. So all you do is scan the QR code and it pops up an internet browser, but you can't it'll show you the menu.
I liked what Norwegian did. They said, hey, do you want to connect to our paperless menu, or would you like a traditional menu?
Yeah, so
love that.
I don't think anyone has offered a paper menu until Norwegian, and so most times we took the regular menu because I prefer looking at that than my phone. Yeah. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah, it was very, in a weird way, nostalgic of 2019.
Well, it was almost weird because the first night I don't think that they asked. They just brought us the menu, No, they brought us the menu, and I'm like holding it, and I'm like looking through the menu. I was like, wait, I'm holding a menu.
Yeah, I'm holding a menu.
I almost completely forgot that is like not normal these days.
Yeah, it was kind of bizarre, calling back to some of those traditional things that used to have with cruising prior to this. And you guys ever get that feeling where it's just like everyone's so up and fast and trendy and everything, and you're like kind of falling behind? And I'm starting to notice that the older I get, I'm just like, I don't know what that is. I don't know what song they're singing. I don't know what rapper you're talking about. I don't know who's on I don't know who's on the roster for this football team because everyone's retiring. I'm like, I don't know. I don't even know who to draft in fantasy. And so it hit me, and I'm like, I'm so out of touch. And to get it's the details. And then my older cruisers are gonna be like, exactly. Now someone
we're getting
gets
old.
it. It was like the little things, the good old days, right? And they gave me that hard back menu. It had the leather bound on there. It was like this back in the Manhattan room, and I was just like,
Who's moving the camera? The camera's like moving this way.
oh, it looks like Newman's on the tripod there.
Oh, Newman.
Newman's on the tripod. Oh Lord, y'all! I hope you enjoyed this Good Morning Chaos.
We should change the name. Good morning, chaos.
Good Morning Chaos.
The camera just keeps shifting.
It keeps shifting. Should I try to move it? I'll try to move it for you guys in a minute. So,
I was like, what is happening?
yeah, I'm going through like memory lane. But as far as someone asked earlier, are there old people on Norwegian?
I mean, there are old people, but there's old people on every cruise line.
There's older
It's not
people,
like
there's younger
children.
people. They're people. People are people, and that shouldn't prevent you from cruising or not. If you want to go on a cruise line, go on a cruise line. So, I'm gonna try to fix this camera for you guys, but let's talk about an announcement. No, is it an announcement? Is it an announcement? You want to talk about our plans?
I have no plans.
So you want me to just take that out of the title?
What did you make the title?
Prepping for Virgin.
Oh, I don't know any plans.
Oh, we don't have any plans. So let's just disregard that. I was going to throw up the slide and talk about some of the things we're excited about with Virgin.
I mean, we can talk about what we're excited about, but we don't have any plans.
All right. So let me fix this camera then.
I mean, it's really not that bad. What? Un momento.
Which way do I need to go?
That way, you're good. It's good now. Okay,
And
bye.
we're back. Welcome to the show.
Hi, I'm late.
And so we're not old people. We're vintage. See, I like the word vintage. Classic. You know what you like, and you know what you hate, and you just kind of keep rolling, you know? Question, are you guys doing the Vloggers Cruise in 2023? Jamie, Will Height. Are we doing the cruise? Yes, we are on that cruise. We made an announcement back in, what feels...
I don't know, it was last year sometime.
Somewhere in 2020, we said we were going, and so we are in that Facebook group. So if you want to tag us and say, hey, Cullen Griffin, hey, Alyssa Griffin, I didn't know you guys were in here. You'd be like, hey
What's
there. And we'll be like, what's up? So, heck yeah. Vanessa says puppies. Puppies.
Oh, here comes another puppy.
So I think that's it for the news. We have royal updates we talked about. We talked about Carnival updates. We talked about Norwegian and how Carnival has decided to remove the bars from the casino. But that's what we got today. So if you guys have any questions, we can answer a few questions and we'll get out of here. We got 220 people in the chat. And go.
And go.
Question, what's the date for the Vloggers Cruise? Great question.
I want to say it's January...
20...
I was going to say 23rd, but I know it's 23, so that's probably wrong. So give me a second.
23.
January of 2023. Unfortunately, that is all the information I know. Yeah, definitely not the 23rd. Maybe the 25th? Nope, I'm sorry. That's the wrong date. Don't have a clue. The 21st, the 28th, the 15th, the 22nd, I don't know.
Oh, Super Bowl
January
Sunday. That'd be
23rd.
pretty cool. Watch the Super Bowl.
January 29th to February 3rd. Thank you.
For everyone that showed up late, it's okay. I promise. I love you anyway. Jamie says, so looking forward to meeting you in 2023. I hope you like us. You know?
I hope you like us.
Yeah. I hope we don't let you down.
Cynthia, no. So for this group cruise, you have to book with the group. The people that are in charge of the group bookings are Josh Hokum, Jenny from Lolita Loca, Sharon from Sharon at Sea, and Elisa from EECC Travels. So you would have to get in contact with one of them to book a cabin. Just for this cruise.
Yeah.
All other cruises, please go through Rose.
Yeah. Don't call Rose about the group cruise. Unless you want to go to our group cruise.
Right. Our group cruise, yes. The Vlogger group cruise we have nothing to do with, so.
Travel with Pat says, do you think the protocols will change by December? My honest answer is no. I think they will continue to be a little bit more challenging to present that data to the CDC at the end of the year for the CDC to say you're not doing good enough and to do testing 2 hours before the cruise. And it probably won't get that ridiculous, fingers crossed, but I don't think they're going to let up anytime soon. Probably in a new year is when I think they'll trickle in new stuff and protocols and everything. So the sale date for Virgin, what dates are we looking at?
We're looking at the end of the month, so I have no date set in stone yet. We will announce that whenever it's official, but we're looking at the end of October. I know that's not super specific, but yeah, that's what we're doing. Yeah, Virgin is in New York right now.
New York?
Yeah.
So
she arrived in New York today.
Virgin Voyages is in New York, and the ship looks absolutely stunning. I, for one, cannot wait to go visit. They have something where you can kind of make your own food in the kitchen there.
What?
Design your own stuff. It's kind of similar to a Carnival kitchen. I forget what it's called, the test kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
But
we didn't get to do that. Very unique. It's definitely something I'm going to be interested in, being, passionate about food. But what Virgin is promoting here is that there's no specialty dining. All their food is super delicious, from what I hear. That's what I hear.
I'm really excited about the Korean barbecue experience, where you can cook your own food in front on the table there. A little Korean barbecue. I don't know if you guys saw that, but here are a few images. You guys can go around. Everyone's having a good time, and I thought I added some images of the decor on the inside, but it looks like I'm just touching base on one specific section of the ship. But Meg says, I don't know why, but cooking on a ship sounds really, really fun to me, right?
It does sound fun.
It does sound fun.
I don't want to cook at home, but I'll cook on the ship.
Let us know, are you cruising on Virgin anytime in the future? Do you have one booked yet? Have you gone already? If you're in the chat, let us know. Mike Hinchy says, enjoy your style. Good luck building the channel. Thank you, Mike. We're pretty laid back around here. We like to have fun. And even though sometimes we get a little bit of challenges trying to have a live show, I do enjoy it live.
Yeah.
Because the alternative is us like shooting the video and then editing it down and then uploading it.
It's just not as fun because we don't get to chat with you.
Yeah. You get to see our personalities come out when we're super excited, when we're super tired. It's a live show.
Yeah.
So.
Pia said, when we go, please ask some questions about food allergies, mainly gluten. We for sure will cover all of that. I believe Virgin is probably one of the most forward-thinking cruise lines that we have so far, especially because it's brand new. They're trying to make a difference in like the cruising community, and I think that they'll have a lot of different options for everybody.
Yeah.
Because I do know that they have a lot of vegan and vegetarian options, so I would imagine they have like a lot of gluten-free stuff as well.
Nancy Small says, I have no desire to go on Virgin. What's your biggest undesire, you think?
I'll say, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's
there's
okay.
a cruise line for everybody.
Yeah, there's a cruise line for everybody. Emma talks about that a lot in her blogs. She was saying that, one of her friends booked a cruise that she thought was great, but hearing on the stuff they like and love to do, she would not have recommended that cruise for them.
Right.
Based on their personality types.
Interesting.
And that's very important.
That is important.
Meg W says, just a comment, loving your Alaska vlogs. They're really fun.
Thanks.
So,
we had fun.
Good news. There is an Alaska vlog coming out tonight.
Today,
6:30 p.m. It is scheduled. We went whale watching, went to Ice Strait Point, visited the cannery, and it's historic elements there. It's really cool. Really, really unique.
We got a Krabby Bloody Mary.
Bloody Mary.
Local beer.
Yeah, that's a fun episode. So if you're looking forward to that and you love Norwegian and you love Alaska and your interest has been piqued, go check that out tonight, 6:30. Click subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and that'll go live. So Jamie with the clutch date, she says it's the 29th through February 5th for those that missed it. We love your channel and the fact that you encourage people to support your travel agent. We have always been Carnival people, but taking parents on their first cruise to Alaska next year, thinking NCL. That's Bethany Bird.
So this comment, can't wait to watch your dining on deck vlogs for Virgin, sailing on Virgin January, February. I almost think we need to book 2 cruises on Virgin,
Yeah.
like a back-to-back, because there's so many food options. I'm going to be really upset if we don't get to try one of them. You know what I mean? So if we're only on the ship for 4 or 5 days, how many dining experiences can we have?
Yeah.
Like realistically, like there's only so many days, and there's like 20 some restaurants.
Yeah.
I want to try them all.
I want to try them all too. So that's 4 restaurants a day.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also the good news about Virgin is you get free fitness classes. So I think we're really going to take advantage of that, and it make me feel better while I'm eating a bunch of food.
Nancy says the price is a little high, and I'm not into watching performers in their underwear.
Well, that's quite interesting.
Yeah.
I will comment on the price though. So I think the price is actually not high, and here's my reasoning: everything is included, besides alcohol, right? But your Wi-Fi is included. Your gratuities are already included, so no prepaying gratuities. Your fitness classes are included. Every single food option is included.
Correct.
So if you were going to book any other cruise and pay for all of those things, I think it would be very comparable.
Let's circle back to underwear. What show is that?
I don't know. I don't know what their shows are on board.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen the underwear show.
The underwear show.
I want to.
Who's seen the underwear show? Let
As
us
cruise
know.
professionals, I feel like we have to explore it. So there you go. We'll go for you and let you know.
That's funny. But yes. Oh yeah, and that would be our first ever back-to-back. You know, like we've never done a back-to-back. We've always talked about it. I want to do it. And I know someone else that is doing it, and I want to do it with them.
We're working on it.
We're working on it.
We're working on it. 226 people in chat. Cool. We're growing a little bit.
Cool.
Cool.
It's a Tuesday.
Can someone let me know how many likes we have?
Likes.
I'm trying to get to 200 likes this episode. I think we can all do it. 200 likes would make my day. So I feel like that was a nice, successful show that everyone was responding to. Usually when people don't like the show, they don't give a thumbs up. I'm like, dang, we didn't do that good. So we have 150. If we get to 200, then we know. And if we don't, then we got to go back to the drawing board and figure out what people are actually enjoying on the channel. It's kind of how it is. It's so weird being on YouTube. You know, YouTube's like, hey, listen, this video, you guys were up for an hour. You didn't get more than 200 likes. You just probably come up with a new idea.
You should probably stop.
You should probably stop. So on the metrics on the back end, it's like this video did 37% better than this video. This video got 89% less clicks. I'm like, got
Okay,
you.
y'all didn't like that one.
Never do that again. Got you. Question, Griff, have you made some sort of quiz thing to help people find the cruise ship that best matches their personality? I was working on it. I was working with like something on BuzzFeed because I am a nerd and I can build that stuff. I think it'd be really, really fun. And maybe when I have downtime, I had downtime yesterday and I actually took time to watch a movie. It's called Knives Out. It's phenomenal. But I don't know. I'll see if I can build a cruise in the next year or so.
John Taylor asks, is it me or do most vloggers go wild over Carnival and Royal Caribbean? Is it a travel agent vlogger special pricing for advertisements? The answer is no. We don't get special pricing because we're vloggers. We're not travel agents, so we don't get travel agent deals. Our travel agent does, but a lot of times we can't cash in on those because we're not travel agents. But I will say it's probably because they are the 2 most affordable cruise lines, right? And so we can do more cruises if we book with a cheaper cruise line. Like realistically, I want to do more Norwegian, but every time I go to the Norwegian website, it is drastically more expensive than the other 2, right?
Yeah.
And now I'm not going to just book a cheap cruise to go on a cheap cruise because I know at this point in my life, I'm not going to necessarily have a good time if it's just, you know what I mean? Like I have to now be strategic about where we go and what ships we're on. You know, Carnival's offering like $90 per person per day cruises. That's super affordable, right? But if it's on like the Carnival Freedom, I know I'm not going to enjoy it because I know what I like. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
But I think overall, it's just the price has a lot to do with it. the amount of ports they sail from, their itinerary. So I think that's why too we like Royal Caribbean a lot, right? It's also super affordable in comparison to like Disney, which I prefer to do, but I can't book Disney cruises every month because they're really expensive.
Really expensive.
So I hope that answers your question. No, we don't get any discounts. None of the vloggers do unless they are travel agents. They might get travel agent rates, but it's probably for affordability and what they like.
Yeah. On a similar note, kind of related, there are press trips, but that's a totally different beast of a thing.
Well,
than what he's referring to.
Right, but not many people get press trips, and
yeah.
they're few and far between. So we did have a press trip on the Freedom of the Seas. We disclosed that in our video.
Yeah.
Royal Caribbean brought us out there, but not many of us get the opportunity.
Yeah. Not in the States, for that matter.
That's true. Not in the U.S.
Not in the US.
UK get them way more often.
Yeah, they're where the ships are at. So I'm a little bitter and jealous. No, I'm just so. Question. Have you all been on the Harmony of the Seas? Want to see Greece so bad? Is that the only ship for Greece? Do you like Royal?
Yeah,
Do we like Royal?
right. So Royal's in our top
top
cruise lines. We've been on the Harmony. We did a group cruise in 2019 on the Harmony and loved it. We loved all of our people that were with us, and we hope that you guys come with us again. And Greece was amazing. That was the best rendition of Greece I've seen.
Yeah.
But yes, I think that's the only ship that is on.
Question, Griff, still waiting on the album. Any closer to a release date? No release date yet, but I do have 7, let's call them tracks right now, and I have written out a couple of song titles. So it's in the progress. I usually work on it when I'm at sea on a sea day, and I can like have a drink and kind of relax and just write some lyrics. And then Alyssa told me the process is then we find musicians and stuff to make beats to those lyrics, and then
that usually helps.
Yeah. So I still want to do it, but I think by the time we get home and get settled in there, that's when it's really start taking off. When we have our own little studio and our own little space for creativity, a lot of stuff is like bouncing back and forth in my head where it gets distracting.
Apparently our live streams are too long. Sorry.
Thanks. Thanks, Eleanor.
You don't have to watch
Thank
it, Eleanor. That's just like mind-blowing to me. Sorry.
Demia Kalzi says, love your show. Hubby and I have a free cruise for 2022, January on RC. Which boat is better? Navigator, Brilliance, or Freedom? This will be our 5th.
Wow. Well, first of all, great free cruise.
Yeah.
We've never been on the Brilliance, but I would definitely say Navigator or Freedom.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with those.
Navigator is great. They have a couple different water slides, like different than all the other ones. One is like a mat slide, which we never got to ride because it was closed, unfortunately, when we were on the ship. They also have this really cool water coaster. If you've ever been on Disney, what was it, the Aqua something?
Disney Aqueduct.
It's like you sit in a tube and it has like the jets that shoot you. That was fun. On the Navigator, it was really fast. So I would say Navigator if you're into water slides, because those are really cool. But the Freedom was also just redone, and they have really cool stuff too.
Really cool stuff.
So that's kind of hard. I would say it would depend on what itinerary you want to take, but both of those ships are great.
Full show.
Oh, show.
Jonathan says quality over quantity, my man. There you go. Have you ever been on Princess?
We've not. I was looking at some Princess cruises actually for next year. I was looking at like an Alaskan cruise. They are kind of pricey.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if I'm not saying we won't enjoy it, but knowing what we like and what the ship has, I mean, we have to go in with the mindset of this is going to be completely different from what we're used to. And I think the food's going to be good. That's what people said. It looks good. But if we're going to pay that much money, I have to know that I'm going to like it.
Yeah. Demia, you're welcome. Also, thank you for the super chat.
Thank you.
Yeah,
yes,
we appreciate it. Yeah, thank you very much. You got it, Traveling with Candace. Appreciate it. What are your thoughts on cove balconies? I don't even know what a cove balcony is.
It's balcony, but instead of just like it being completely open, there's usually, it's almost sometimes like a circle, but it's like kind of covered a little bit. So I don't think we've ever sailed in a cove balcony, but I would book one if that makes sense. Like if you had to book a cove balcony or like an interior, I would book a cove balcony because I'd rather have the balcony, right? I don't think they make too much difference. You still get a balcony, you still get to be outside and see all the stuff. So I don't know. Actually, I think Josh Hokum just had a cove balcony. So if you go over to his channel, I think he just put out a room tour.
Yeah.
So go check that out.
And if you're watching Alaska Princess stuff, if that's on your horizon, I think Don and Tony are on the Princess right now. Emerald Princess Alaska?
I don't know.
I think.
Princess something.
Yeah, I've been watching his live streams. Shelly B says, you have 192 in the chat, and we have 200 plus people watching. That is incredible. Thank you for everyone showing up today to watch Good Morning Cruisers. We did get a late start, but I am fingers crossed we can get 200 likes. 200 likes. Cynthia Quindo Fernandez says 195. I think we're going to do it.
Woo-hoo.
We've got 9 minutes left to get there.
We can do it.
We can do it. It takes an hour, but we're almost there.
Morgan C says she's dying for us to go on DCL. We went on February 2020 and just canceled this December on the Dream. Won't go till our young kids are vaccinated. I understand. We are looking at cruises for the fall on Disney. We have done 3 other Disney cruises. If you haven't seen those series, go check them out because they were super fun. But I am definitely itching to get back on a Disney cruise. And now that we're annual pass holders, we can plan accordingly, and then we can go to Disney after it. So it'd be like one big, fun Disney trip.
We did it, team.
We did it!
Paradise Good Morning Crew.
You did it!
The Good Morning Cruise Crew. Let's call them that. 206. We did it. High five to you guys, too. You know what I'd like to do?
What?
We're going to Disney next week.
We are. I'm
spending some
so
time with the
excited.
family. How crazy would it be if somehow by the cruise ferries, if we could go on a Disney cruise like right after that?
That sounds really great. Unfortunately, I don't think our schedule will allow that.
Yeah, you sing, don't you?
I do on Sunday. But
Yeah,
we could technically do it the next week.
not the same.
It is the same.
It's not the same.
We're going to Disney Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So we couldn't go on a cruise until like Saturday or Sunday. Technically, we could go on a cruise that next week and then go to Disney again because it's Disney's 50th anniversary starting October 1st, right? And so we're going to want to go that week anyway because they're going to have new shows, like new fireworks shows, and Remy's Ratatouille ride is going to be open, and all the fun things. So we're going to want to go that week anyway.
This is what we'll do. My birthday cruise on Disney. That'll be the series.
Oh, I'm okay with that
Let's
too.
just do that. My birthday cruise on Disney or our anniversary on Disney. One of those.
Well, I had planned, here's the thing, I planned to do our anniversary on Disney. There's a trip on the Fantasy that I wanted to do. It's a Star Wars Day at Sea.
Okay.
And it goes to the same ports that our wedding cruise went to.
Perfect.
Right, except unfortunately we can't book it yet because...
Majestic.
Oh, is that what they're on? Okay. Unfortunately we can't book it yet because there are other things that we need to have scheduled in that month, during that month, and I need to make sure it doesn't conflict because we're also going on a group cruise on the 23rd of January on the Odyssey of the Seas, and that cruise would be the 8th through the 15th. So we're cruising a lot in January.
Claire wants to know when will we all be announcing the winners of the giveaway from the Alaska packing video?
That's a great question.
Probably after the wrap up of actual Alaska series.
Cool.
Wanna
So
give-
in a week or
Yeah,
two.
give people a chance to actually watch through the series, and so we have a very special video for Alaska coming at the end of that series that you guys can watch. It's gonna be a long one, but after that, I think we'll actually pick out a winner. So you're looking at within a month. Morgan C says that's how we found you from that series. We also walked past y'all the Art of Animation in May, but kids were crabby and I couldn't stop to say hi.
Aw.
Oh, bummer. You can always bring you and your crabby kids to say hi next time. So,
Yeah.
yeah. I've learned what some kids, they cry and nothing's really wrong. And then once you introduce them to like a stranger, they like stop crying. They're like, so man, try that next time. I'm like, hey, this is
Try that next
this is
time.
my kid. And we're like, oh hey, and I'm like, mom and dad protect me. Good morning from Vancouver, Canada. Booked my first cruise on NCL to the Baltics. Whew. Next September. Tips?
That sounds fun.
That sounds super fun.
I have
We've
no
never been to the
tips.
Baltics.
Yeah.
Actually don't know much about the Baltics.
I don't either.
That's something that we should look up when we cruise to the Baltics.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause that sounds like a fun cruise. Question: what color lightsaber would you guys have during a Star Wars day at sea? Probably purple.
White. Is that a color? Why are you looking at me like that?
White?
Okay, here's a little insight on Alyssa. I know nothing about Star Wars.
I'm going through my head. Is there a white?
I don't know. I feel like I've seen a white one.
Go green.
I don't like green.
Your eyes are green.
Well, yeah, but the green in the lightsaber is not going to be the same color green.
Can you imagine Alyssa with a lightsaber?
I clearly don't know anything about Star Wars. But all I know is that the Star Wars area at Hollywood Studios is very cool, and I enjoy all the rides. However, I've never really watched Star Wars, so I'm not really into it.
So.
But I can appreciate it.
So my father, he took me to see Star Wars Episode 1 when it first came out. I think that was, like 1990, so I must have been like, I don't know, 10, 12. Someone do the math on it. But he saw the first 3 Star Wars, right? Like the originals, the OGs. And the man, he has taken us to Disney years ago. I want to say like 20 years ago, 2025. So he has no idea. I don't know if he's watching this morning. He
doesn't know what he's getting into.
He doesn't know. Can you imagine, like, this man hasn't been to Disney in over 20 plus years, and he's about to experience it with the new Star Wars, and it gets better. There's an Avatar world, right? There's Pandora.
Right.
He loves Avatar. Doesn't even know. He hasn't done much research on it, so he doesn't know. And we're gonna take him there, and he's gonna be blown away. So I'm super excited for him being part of the Star Wars, like the OG originals, the 1, 2, 3, and then him taking me like when I was 10, 12 to see episodes 1, 2, and 3 with my brothers and sisters, and now getting to see him. It's going to be great. So I'm gonna take him on Rise of the Resistance.
Hopefully.
I
gotta be fast.
So it should be fun. Karen says his mind will be blown. Yeah.
Newman moved the camera again.
So
he keeps moving the camera. Anyhow, but we actually should probably go.
we should go. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the show. If you dig the vibes, please subscribe.
And be careful you share, and we'll see you in paradise tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning. Hello, Emma. Goodbye, Emma.